Hey, noble ones. Are you looking for dating advice? Well, if you are, make sure you do the exact opposite of what we're about to read. From Medium, whatever it is, medium.com, conservative men can't get women to date them. This is hilarious, From LGBTQ plus pride stories. 8 minutes read? Man, that usually means 8 centuries, the feel. So, anyways, I wonder why it's hilarious. By the way, but also what we define women. That's gonna be an easy one, is it? Look at that face. Yeah. Marriage.com. Why did you give him an image courtesy? Anyways, it seems like men with far-right views are having a really hard time on the dating scene. How would you know that? Well, then again, when they say far-right, it usually means anyone who isn't radical left. So most likely this includes everyone, basically. A survey from early 2025 really spelled this out. Right. It found that nearly 3/4, a platform 9 and 3/4, 73%, thank you for that, of college-educated single women said they will be less likely to date a Trump supporter, which for many means an instant swipe left. Yeah, something tells me that this would be considered by a lot of these far-right people the kind of college-educated single women that you are on about is most likely dodging a bullet. Anyways, another study by the University of Southampton and Harvard University, man, they've got time to waste, found that dating app users are 37% more likely to reject a right-leaning man compared to left-leaning ones. Okay, I got a few things to say about this. Thing number one, what on earth are universities doing? And then you tell me that I make it all up when I say it's just a freaking propaganda pandering machine for the left. But apart from that, we're supposed to figure out how to feed population, go to the moon, transfer a species to Mars, fight aging, solve world hunger. No, they're doing how many right-wing? If you're right-leaning, you're not gonna get laid. 37% are more likely to reject a right-leaning man compared to left-leaning ones. Right, but among those left, that's definitely a skewed analysis, because a certain number of those left-leaning men are most likely women who identify as men, hence making the entirety of this study completely useless. A 2023 poll by Change Research and Teen Vogue found 76% of women ages 18 to 34 said a guy identifying as MAGA or conservative was an instant red flag. Look, since it's Vogue, we're talking about most likely 76% of women, 74% of which as Swifties. These women are not the type of woman that a conservative guy is most likely looking into dating. Okay? So there's that. I hate it. That instant red flag is actually a pun when talking about MAGA. Therefore, right-wing in America. It pisses me off. Because, yes, it's a pun, but it shouldn't be, because the reds are the commies. And blue is the color of classical liberalism. You guys had to swap it, didn't you? There's a lot of talk, no there isn't, and evidence, you don't know what that means, pointing to one simple reason. Let's see. A growing number of women just aren't interested. I'm just not into. Oh, it's the meme, guys. Ooh, this article is the meme. Wait, I found it, guys. It's the meme. Can I buy you a drink? Sure. She's not interested. That's exactly the type of win, but the one in the middle. Even if the data was real, which is not, but even if the data was accurate, considering the fact that that 73% is this, probably with blue hair, and the remaining 27% is this, I think this would be interested in this. She's not interested. Clowns. Anyways, the research shows women more often see conservative political beliefs as indicators of attitudes towards women's rights, bodily autonomy, and submission culture they find incompatible with relationship. Now, you find it incompatible with relation. You, writing this, whom no conservative man in his right mind would ever want to date anyways. given within the far right, there are people that say women shouldn't vote, and even in general, within conservatism, there are men that say women shouldn't vote. But first, it's not all conservative men in general. So if these women are assuming just because someone is right-leaning at this point, as they say, oh, that means, well, then they're absolute idiots. And once again, but dodged a bullet because you're you're judging. Also, something tells me that these women swiping left are misandric anyways, so I'm not particularly interested in that. Women who hate men, who the heck wants them? You can, if you voted for Trump, don't bother. Oh gosh, could you imagine that? Like, first time you're just figuring out if you want to date, and that's the first thing she says. Go date Destiny, but they want. Wait, my basics. Let's see. So if you voted for Trump, don't bother. Fine. But what are your basics? 5'4", active, undergraduate degree, socially, woman, socially, Scorpio, liberal, vaccinated. So there's, interests. That's what I mean. So that's her, right? Okay. I don't know why she wrote socially twice. Oh, drink socially, and what is this, marijuana socially? I see, liberal, yes, spam it right there. We knew this, even if you didn't put it, by the way. But what are they interested? Dogs, being active, being open-minded. Being open-minded! Oh, self-awareness. Under 0. Let's go. No woman with self-respect wants the deal you are offering. What's the deal you're offering? Yeah, the deal being, oftentimes, from right-leaning conservative men, the deal is, I will be a provider. I'll take care of you. I'll fight for you. I'll defend you. You don't need to work. Don't worry. Just stay home. Stay home. Be a stay-at-home mom if you like that. And I will provide. Even if it means doing 3 jobs, I'll provide. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of everything. You'll be okay. I'll put a roof over your head. I'll do the best I can. I'll make you happy. And we have different roles, but both of us are important. That's the deal we are offering, by the way. Not for everyone. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but at least don't misrepresent the deal. Don't misrepresent it. Not every woman has to be a trad woman, right? Freedom. That's what I say. It's freedom. So your freedom, fine. It's the, you're evil. Evil. So we have come full circle from women are just gold diggers and don't date men unless they have money to why won't women date me for my money? Said no man ever in the entirety of his of human life, species, ever. She's very different from what I said. What I said is, of course, gold diggers is different, by the way, because the difference to what I am offering is there are feelings. We love each other. If we build a family, I will be the breadwinner. I will be the provider. And I will set you free. Really think about it. Women think, not women, these type of women think, marriage with a man like that, a traditional man like me, is a trap. He's gonna. No. If anything, I'm making sure you don't have to go and do a job for 15 hours a day that you absolutely hate just to make ends meet because I'm doing nothing and I'm staying home watching TV and drinking beer. I'm telling you, absolutely not. I will take care of that. I will work as a man and I will provide. What you do with the time you've got, of course, we got children. I'd like you to be home with the children if I'm going out to work. But what you do with your free time after, for instance, my wife takes care of the house because I can't, I'm doing this. My wife is taking care of the house. But once she's done with that, and she's got like 8 hours, 9 hours left, she can do whatever she wants. She can play games. She can watch movies. She can have a good time with her friends. She can go out with her mum. She can do whatever she wants. She's free. Now, if within that, she's like, I want to do a side business of mine. I want to do a little job. Fine, do it, obviously. The difference is that she doesn't have to go and do a 9 to 5. Have to being the key. A lot of these women like this, liberal women with blue hair, they think that, but I'm going to be the millionaire businesswoman or the scientist woman, biologist. Yeah, some women do that and do it very well. But that's a minute percentage. A lot of the time, you're going to end up in a call center. Or you're going to end up, just like a lot of men end up doing jobs that they absolutely hate. It's not even a matter of sexism. It's a matter of reality. Only a few of us, for instance, can even afford a higher education, and that would open up careers and career paths. And those who can't end up having to do jobs that are really boring, and you don't have to if you have a conservative traditional man. Given, yes, within conservative traditional man, you also have complete and absolute assholes. Here is the secret advice: don't marry an asshole. Marry a good man. If you appreciate my content so far and wish to help ensure my ability to continue to tell it how it is, regardless of any possible backlash, please support this channel on Patreon. Any support helps me and my team of academics keep the channel strong and gives us the means to fight back against the political rewriting of history. Stand with us, form the wall, defend the truth. And yet, even with all their complaints, these men aren't lining up to date conservative women either. That's not true. What are you on about? Why don't conservative men date conservative women? They do. In my opinion, conservative men often want to date liberal women because they see relationship as a way to break women. Oh my gosh, this is fantasy land. What are you on about? Who would do that? You see, no, that's if men thought like you. That's if men thought like intricate, complicated women like this. Men don't. We are a lot simpler than that. Okay, we don't think it's not that deep. What always gets me is this: these same far-right men who keep whining that women don't want traditional values anymore never stop to ask why. Can't they think of a reason women don't want to date men when they are literally like, oh my gosh, the way they write is like a 13-year-old. We don't want an equal partner. We want someone beneath us. No, we are different in purpose, equal in value. That's at least the teaching of Christianity. Christianity doesn't say, yes, there is a difference with who is the head of the house, of the household, absolutely, totally. But in the eyes of the Lord, we are all the same. So intrinsic value is the same. Societal value is differently organized between men and women when it comes to social gender roles. Of course, these are cultural, although they do tie up to our biology as well, because there are things that women are better at, and there are things that men are better at on average due to our sexual dimorphism, not only in terms of like distribution of body mass and muscle and whatnot, but also hormones and the way we are built, even at a psychological level. And so, yeah, obviously that's just how it is. It's a fact of nature. Equality doesn't mean blinding us and saying, oh, it's the same apples and oranges, same fruit. That's not what equality is about. True equality is about recognizing the true value of each member of a relationship, with the fact that we are valuable in different ways and we work as a team. That's how it is. And in exchange for the protection we offer, from I have no idea what, oh, you will, every time you're out with your man, and then there is a bunch of guys messing around, you'll know exactly. At that point, if you're on your own, or if you are with whatever the heck, whoever you are, another liberal woman, then you'll be like, man, I wish a man was here, like a real man, to defend me. Women want that, and men provide that. Real men, that is. And the fact that we don't allow you an independent job, thus providing for you, this is what a lot of women actually want, by the way. They want to be provided for. Or they just want to be rich. That's easy. Everyone wants to be rich without doing anything. But the majority of people on planet Earth will need some kind of way to provide money. And oftentimes, that's either you go and do your own job, which most likely you will hate, unless you're in a different position, you're doing a job you love, good for you. No one is telling you you can't do that. And I know that there are some people that are like that on the conservative side. And I have actually rebuked people like that. I've got a dedicated video to rebuke people that are just screaming like maniacs just because the woman didn't get married before she was 30. What if she didn't find a good person to get married with? I mean, what about that? Like, of course. Or if a woman does, in her freedom, choose, no, I want to be a biologist, fine. You can still be a biologist and get married, by the way. No one is telling you not to do it. But in general, what I'm saying is, this is a caricature. And what I hate is that it starts by saying far right, but then it puts all together conservatives and right-leaning. And in general, they're going to add the centrist too, because to these people, centrist means far right anyways, but just doesn't say it. And so at the end of the day, it's everyone. And it's absolutely, create an account to read the full story. Absolutely not. Not a chance in heaven and hell. An account to what, by the way? We are a community of women who share our personal stories about, so basically it's just a community of men hating women. But for some reasons, with LGBT power, whatever, your space, for celebrating LGBTQ lives and stories. Isn't it interesting that the ones about tolerance are writing articles just to hate over an entire group of people, meaning men, most likely white men, and specifically right-leaning in this case. But that's what they do. It's all about hate. It's not about inclusivity. Because if it was about inclusivity, you would create space to talk about the positive aspects of whatever the heck. Instead, you don't. You're all here hating, hating, hating. We share our personal stories about how we've survived and thrived in our lives. We share our message to help and to heal and help others learn from our experience. No, this isn't a message of healing. This is a message of coercion, it's a message of diversion, it's a message of division, and it's a message of hatred and intolerance. Yeah, women like that, we don't want. But please, have a good one with your career of your 9 to 5. Enjoy that.